You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Your boy's live and I done did it again one more time. What's really good, guys? Hopefully you guys is doing great. I'm doing amazing. I'm in a good mood today. Man, let's talk about web development, guys. Yeah, man. I received an email earlier today. Somebody asking, "Hey Joe, is web development going to disappear? I'm kind of scared to get into web development and start learning it, with all of these tools like AI and, all of the different things that's happening. I don't know if it's a secure job, right? We saw the layoffs and the tech companies, and I'm just scared. Am I wasting my time? Okay? Let's be honest, okay? Let's just be honest. Web development is not going away, okay? Web development is probably out of all of the different, um, you know, branches of like software engineering, we could say, is probably the most secure one. Now you might say, why? Why is that? Well, everything that we do is on the web, okay? It has a server. It communicates with a database. Everything from your Samsung fridge all the way to your Roku TV stick, all the way to your computer, to your social media, right? Everything that you see nowadays is pretty much connected to the internet. So, yes, web development is not going anywhere. Now, the fear that you're going to waste your time learning a skill that pays a lot, that has a whole bunch of jobs, more than a lot of different industries that's out there. Like I just checked this month compared to the previous month, and there's a 20% uptick, meaning that there's 20% more jobs than the previous month. And this is just the beginning, okay? More companies are preparing to start hiring people in this year that's coming than the last 2, 3 years, okay? So this thing is not gonna go anywhere. Yes, AI is here, right? Is a tool that we all gonna learn how to use, right? By the way, we do teach you how to use AI to be able to build applications, websites, emails on codingphase.com. And right now we got a 50% off, right? So if you're interested in that, go check out the link below and get you 50% off and get started. But I can tell you right now, this shit is not going nowhere, okay? We're gonna use AI the same way how we use, I don't know, a text editor, same way how we use a web browser. It's a tool, okay? It's something that it comes with the job. Now, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. We're not gonna say that, guess what, now that AI is here, that things is gonna be easy for people. And what do I mean by that? Easy. Well, think about it like this. In 2008 to 2012, all you really needed to know was HTML, CSS, a little bit of JavaScript, most likely jQuery, and you could have found a job. In 2015 to 2018, if you knew about React components or you just had knowledge what components were with JavaScript, most likely you could have gotten hired in literally like 2, 3 months. Okay? Same thing around 2020, 2020, 2021, right? We had the whole boom of crypto, right? Web3. If you knew a little bit of Web3, guess what? You could have found a job at that time. Same thing with like even React at the moment was still pretty open. But one thing that you're going to notice is that as time goes by, it becomes more complex. What do I mean by that? There's more skills that you're required to get the job. Same thing is happening now. In this next coming year, right? Companies are going to be asking about how do you use AI? Which AI tools you use? Okay, you know, how fast can you actually build a prototype an app or get things done? Okay, so that's something that you want to go in and think about, right? The more that you wait to decide to start learning the skills and to try to get into this industry, the more complex it becomes and the harder it becomes. Okay, so that's something that you want to keep in mind. All right, now, is AI gonna replace us? Is AI gonna, destroy the industry? No. Like I said, it's a tool. Okay. Now, let's say, I don't know, 10, 20 years from now, we got robots walking around here. Right? It seems crazy, but shit, it might happen, right? And it is gonna happen, like it or not. But guess what? By that time, you already made your money. I'm being honest, okay? You already made your money. There's so many developers that, to be honest with you, they don't be coding more than 10 years, okay? Most people, after 10 years, they already made enough money where they're doing other things, other investments, right? You have properties, you have stocks, right? You have, maybe you're trading forex, etc. There's a lot of people that come into this game, build a capital, and then keep on moving. This right now, what I would consider it more like a wealth transfer, right? In a sense, okay? You're coming from the bottom. You really don't have any way to build up your capital. Maybe you don't want to spend 4 years going back to school, right? You literally have nothing to lose when you learn web development and you go in this route of this career. It's only wins. You don't lose. I've never met anybody that has been doing this for 2 years, 3 years, and is like, hey man, I went backwards. Now I'm doing worse than how I was before. Never. I've never seen that. Okay? And the people that does happen to is stuff that they have to work on, that they have certain issues and problems that maybe they didn't keep up with the industry. Okay? Same thing with AI. Let's say 10 years, 20 years from now, right? There's robots, you put into a prompt, hey, write this, create that, and it creates it all for you. Guess what? If you are keeping up with the industry, you're going to be part of those guys just writing those little prompts. You're not going to be the guy that's going to be like, damn, man, I don't know how to do this. It's like, no, you're going to learn how to do this because the industry forces you. Every job that you go to, you're going to have to learn the skills that's required for the job. Okay? So that's something that you have to keep in mind. This shit is not going nowhere. This shit's going to be here for a long time. And you're also going to evolve with what happens in the industry. There's guys that came in the early 1990s, right? By the 2000s, they already had other skills than the ones that they came in with. Same thing with guys who came in the 2000s, right? Guess what? All you needed to know was HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But by the time 2010, 2011, 2012 came in, you learn UI, you learn Angular 1, you learn Backbone, right? You learn new things. It comes with the industry, okay? So you are going to evolve with whatever happens within the industry. Now, like I said, if you're smart, you come into this game and you make your capital and you go in and create opportunities for yourself, okay? The worst thing that you want to be doing is having 10 years of experience and then you look back and you're like, damn, I'm still doing the same shit I was doing 5 years ago. I'm still doing the same shit that I was doing 8 years ago. I'm still working for a company. I'm still depending on somebody else. The people that come in with the right mindset understand that the money is not being an employee. And being an employee is literally like the first step. But at some point, you got to get to boss up. It's either you boss up or you just stay being a worker for the rest of your life, right? I always, say this in this channel, which is there's people that's born to be a nail and there's people that's born to be a hammer, okay? Everyone has the opportunity to become a hammer, but not everyone wants to be a hammer. Some people enjoy being a nail. And guess what? The hammers, we're going to hammer them down. That's just how it is. That's how life works. Okay? You either take the risk to become a hammer or you get nailed down for the rest of your life. Okay? You shouldn't have to be an employee for more than 10 years. With this career, I'm telling you guys right now, like, shit, man, I worked for 6, 7 years. That's it. I didn't have to go and work for 10 years, 20 years. The guys that do that is because they never really figured out how to actually create their own apps, how to create their own businesses, how to use the capital that they had, right? When you see me, understand I took a chance, right? When I already had 6, 7 years into the game, I put together $300,000. That's not easy to do. Most people go in and spend their money like they're ballers, and you know what I'm saying? And I could have probably left with even more because I was still living good. But I left with $300,000 from working for other companies and took that risk to fund myself for 3 years to be able to get this company together. What you see today on YouTube, what you see today on CodingPhase.com, right? It took me 2 to 3 years to build it up to that certain level, but that's because I took that risk. I knew from the beginning, I didn't come into this game to work for somebody for the rest of my life. I already did that before. I worked since the age of 14, right? Since the age of 14, I've been working till the age of what, like 27, 28 years old, 30 years old, around there, right? Can't remember the exact, well, like 29, 30. That's exactly when it was, because that's when I moved to Connecticut, right? Um, So I already knew. Shit, I already did from 14 years old till 29 years old. I don't want to work for other people. And I'm coming into this industry to learn a skill that I could go in and build my own businesses and build my own applications, right? Because if I'm able to go in and make money for companies, what's stopping me to make money too? I know how to do all of these things that I'm doing for this company. Hey, I'm building a full stack application. I'm building an online store for a business. Hey, I'm building a landing page for a business. I'm building an email campaign for a business. What's stopping me to do the same thing, right? But instead of doing it for them, I do it for myself, right? Cut out the middleman. Cut out the middleman so you could actually get the whole loaf of bread instead of the crumbs. So when you're thinking, should I do this? You got to think in the long term. I know sometimes we want shit quick, instantly, right? And we only see the results that happens right there. But everything in life that's worth something takes time, okay? So yes, it's going to take you some time to learn the skill. Yes, it's going to take you some time to get the job. Yes, it's going to take you some time to learn enough skills once you're working at a company to go in and decide what is the right route for me. Do I do freelancing? Do I do software as a service? Do I go in and create a web development agency? Do I sell digital products, right? What can I do with the skills to go in and build my own opportunities? It's going to take you some time, but you have to actually go for it. If you don't go for it, you're going to be just here like everyone else that basically is waiting for an opportunity, waiting for somebody to come in, something good to happen for them. I don't wait for nothing good to happen to me. You know, like nothing ever good happens to me other than, like stuff like my family and stuff like that. But nothing ever good like happens to me randomly. It's shit that I'm working towards to. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not working towards something, like how you gonna expect to get some results? How you gonna expect to get anything, right? It's not a guaranteed thing. It's more guaranteed when you're working towards it. If you go in and you say, well, God, please, I want to be able to be successful one day. I want to be able to have a big house. I want to be able to have the dream car that I want. I want to be able to take care of my family, right? And you're thinking like that and you're praying to God, but you're staying your ass sitting down, it's going to be very hard for that shit to come true, right? God is going to help you when you help yourself. God can't go in and grab you and put you into a position. You have to go and work towards that. Okay? Always remember this, guys. You cannot get fruits out of a tree that you never planted. You cannot get fruits if you never planted that seed. And believe it or not, time flies by. Yo, I came into this channel 2017. We're in 2014. We almost 10 years in this channel. For anybody that's been following me and y'all been here for years, y'all know that time flew by. It feels like yesterday. We was in 2017 talking about, how to learn how to code, talking about, in 2019, opportunities with Shopify, right? In freaking 2022, we talked about software as a service, right? It feels like yesterday. If you would have planted a seed at that time, you would have gotten fruits by now. You would have gotten your first apple. Straight up. But sometimes we want something instantly, and that's just not how life works. We got to work towards it. Okay? Let me look at the chat. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Okay? I see Alfredo. I see Brandon King. Alfredo says entry-level devs are having a hard time, though. Yes, the problem is that they're going for the wrong jobs. I keep saying this. I know it's like a repeated thing in this channel, but I keep saying this. Guys, oh my God, let me break this down. I was actually doing a video about this, and I was going to put the video out, but maybe I'll just do it here live and break it down for you. So let's say like this. Somebody's interested in learning how to code, right? Guess what? What's the first thing that he looks for? He starts searching online, tech industry, tech jobs. He finds somebody that is some influencer, some guy walking around eating granola at Google, right? He sees him. He finds out, what does he do? Oh, he's a software engineer. Oh, he's a full stack developer. Let me search what that is. They search on YouTube. They search on Google. It tells them, hey, these are the skills that they need to get hired at that position. These are the top paying jobs. But they still don't understand that you could learn all of those skills and still not be able to get hired for that position. And why that is very simple. Those are positions that are top paying jobs. Everybody in the world, from guys that is in India, from guys that are in Nigeria, the brightest minds in the Philippines, the brightest minds in Japan, the brightest people in Europe, the brightest people in South America, they all want the same job as you. They all want to get that $100-something thousand job, right? So guess what? Those are the top paying jobs, but you're going to have so much competition. Now, what helps you go ahead of the competition is having experience. It's not about getting the highest paying job on your first job. It's about getting into the industry and working towards getting into that job. People come in, they see a YouTube tutorial, they see an 8-hour JavaScript freaking course, right? Where all it does is teach you the syntax. You don't even have to watch for that shit. You could just go to W3 Schools or go through Mozilla's documentation and look at JavaScript. You don't have to pay for it, of course, right? Then from there, after they do all of that, they go in and watch a Netflix clone with React. They don't even know how to use JavaScript properly. They don't know how to build anything themselves yet, but they're jumping the steps to go in and start learning about React and building a Netflix clone, a Spotify clone, etc. Right? Invest all that time, and then they go in and they start applying to jobs. The portfolio's not good. The projects that they have is not good. Okay? They have zero experience. And guess what? They're competing with everyone else who's also doing the same shit as them. That's why people are not getting hired. It's that simple. You have to come in with a plan. And the plan is, how do I get my first job? For example, with JavaScript, it takes you about 6 to 9 months to be decent with JavaScript. Then from there, you got to build some projects. Now, once you build those projects, you need to apply to the companies, and then from there, go to the interviews. We all know that it takes around 4 to 6 interviews to get hired at a company because most people are not comfortable with the type of interviews that they do in the tech industry. So we're talking about 9 months of you learning the skill, right? Maybe a month to a month and a half of building the projects that you need for your portfolio. Then from there, going to an interview, which each interview, even if you go into 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, that's one interview on a monthly basis, okay? So we're talking about that you already did a whole year before you even got in your first position. This is why I tell people go for the easier role, or like roles. For example, like you have things like content manager, right? Web administrator. That's your first job. That's the easiest shit you could do while you're still learning. And look at the difference of the road. You learn about HTML, CSS. That takes you about 2 weeks to learn, right? You learn how to use a CMS system. You build your portfolio and build some projects either in WordPress or Shopify. And now in 1 month, you could get to the point to start applying to jobs. Instead of going in and saying, well, I'm going to go in, learn JavaScript, learn React, do a whole bunch of shit, and then in 9 months, then I'm going to be able to be ready to start applying to jobs. Do you understand? Applying 1 month, right? Or applying 9 months. When you start thinking about that, then all of this shit is going to make sense. Once you're able to get in, okay, and you're able to get into a job, let's say as a web administrator, email developer, etc., okay, you're building experience. That allows you to put money in your pocket while you're working at that job, okay, and then continue learning everything else that you was going to learn. You was going to learn JavaScript, you're going to learn React, you're going to learn how to do full stack development. That was going to take you 6 to 9 months no matter what. But now you've been getting paid the whole time and also building experience. Now, when you show up 9 months later, a year later, applying to jobs, you're no longer competing with everybody that's here at the bottom. You're now competing with people that have experience, which puts you above everybody else. If there's 2,000 applicants, okay, out of those 2,000 applicants, 800 of them don't have experience. So you're in that pool of 800 people, right? You want to go into the pool of people that have experience so that now they can look at your work, they could actually interview you, and then when they decide, hey, we're going to choose one of these two guys, they choose you over the guy that doesn't have experience. And because you're a junior developer, you also have an advantage. People forget this, okay? People forget that if you're a junior developer, you have the advantage to take less money than a mid-level and a senior level developer. There's times that you can do literally the same work that a senior level developer is going to do at a company, right? He's applying as a front-end developer, let's say, for example, right? As a senior, and you're applying as a junior developer, right? Guess what? If the company has a budget to pay $85,000, $90,000 for a developer, the senior level developer that's already making $140,000, $150,000, he's not going to want to take that job for that low pay. Because he's been busting his ass and working for X amount of years and probably got bills and freaking mortgages and car loans that he can't even afford to take that job. So that gives you the advantage over that person. This is the plan. This is how you do it. So when people come in here and say, man, it's hard for a junior developer to get a job. No, it's not hard. It's that you're doing it wrong. Now, again, if you want to learn these skills and you want somebody to hold your hand through this whole process, come to CodingPhase.com. Again, it's a shameless plug, but it's a problem that you are having and a lot of people is having. And we provide a solution to it, which is showing you exactly what to do. Hold your hand. It's not a boot camp where they say, well, in 3 months, we wash our hands from you. Okay? We go in and we work with you until you get results, period. There's not a lot of companies that do that. They just go in and give you a course. I go into, I don't want to say people's names, right? But whatever YouTuber that now has a website selling courses, he sells you a course for $30. He don't do a meeting with you. He don't talk to you. He don't answer your emails. There's no support. It's just, here's a $30 course. Good luck. Some people can thrive with that, but a lot of people can't. Most people need that hand-to-hand situation where, like, hey, let me hold your hand. Let me show you how to build the projects. Let me give you the projects that you need to be building. Let me show you how a good portfolio looks like. Let me review your portfolio every single week. Keep track of your progress. Let's go in and implement certain tools so we could track how many people are actually going to your website. So if someone goes into your resume and they click on your portfolio, you want to convert as many people that get to look at your website to be able to book you for an interview. People don't do that shit in in random courses. They don't even do that shit in boot camps. And they charge you thousands and thousands of dollars. You get what I'm saying? So if you want that type of service and you need it, and you say, damn shit, I don't want to be here like wasting my time. I don't want to be here like trying it out and be like, okay, I'm going to try to get a job. No, you want to have a team behind you. Okay? For example, you're working full time right now. You're working at a company. Okay? Or maybe you don't even work right now. Right now you got laid off. Whatever might be the situation. But you have no idea which type of jobs you should be applying to. Guess what? CodingPhase, we go in and we serve you those jobs. We give you the jobs that we believe that you have the highest chance of getting hired. I mean, shout out to Henry Garrido. He just got hired a month and a half in. How was that possible? Very simple. We look at the job market. We have people that work. While I'm here talking shit with you guys and hanging out with you guys, I got a team of 4 people that's going through every job board that's out there looking for jobs for my students. You get what I'm saying? You're having a team. You're paying for a service. It's not, hey, I'm going to pay for a course. You could learn how to code in free code camp. But getting a job, you need to know what you're doing. You could either go in and try to do it on your own and spend a year and a half, 2 years in this thing, or you come in and in less than 6 months, we make it happen. That's it. There's people that is going to come in, get hired a month and a half in. There's some people that's going to need some extra work above 3 months. But guess what? We're working with you till you get results. That's the shit that no one else does. You get what I'm saying? But again, entry-level devs are having a hard time. When they're having a hard time, is because they're doing it by themselves. They have nobody else that they could talk to, nobody that could really help them out. No one's working for them. Okay? That's the difference of when you go in and you take a course and when you go to CodingPhase.com. We're literally working for you to make sure you succeed. That's it. If you want that service, go check it out. CodingPhase.com, 50% off right now. Okay? Limited time only. Don't tell me, hey, Joe, in December 1st, and be like, damn, Joe, what happened to the 50% off? It's gone. You're not going to see that shit till maybe next year. Next Black Friday. If you want to put your life on hold for, a whole year, that's on you. But this is the time. Shout out to everybody in here. I'm looking at the chat. Official Mom says, Joe talking facts right now. Official Mom says, same with everything, right? If we were born 40 years ago, we would have gotten rich to make Pac-Man or Snake. Yep. Now we got to make a GTA, Call of Duty, real-life Sims. Yep, exactly. 100% correct, Official Ma. Like, literally. Like, if you would have came in 20 years ago, development was much easier than it is now. Now it becomes more complex as you go for roles that pay, the most. That's just how it is, right? The industry starts changing, technology changes, right? And shit becomes more, more difficult. But this is why I tell people, it's like, forget about trying to get the highest paying job. That's not your first goal. Your first goal is to get in. When someone wants to go in and become a Michelin star chef, right? Where They basically, make millions of dollars just to be the number one chef at a restaurant, like a really high end scale restaurant. Those people don't come in and be like, man, how do I become a Michelin star, chef? I'm gonna learn all the recipes. No, they start from the bottom. They start from peeling potatoes, chopping up Caesar salads, right? Mastering that, and then once they get to there, they start making the little steaks. Then from there, they go in and start making the gourmet, steaks where it's like basically a, it's the size of three fingers. It's like, yo, that shit's mad little. But guess what? Now you already got it to a point where you so good that they're paying you not by how much meat you're giving them, but by literally what's the taste like, what the value you giving them. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit with development. You're wanting to be all the way at the top, but you have no idea how to get there. You have to build yourself up. Anybody that comes in and tells you, hey, I could start you up here, they're bullshitting you. And that's the reason why people come to me all the time here on YouTube and they fuck with me. I'm not here to bullshit you. You want somebody to bullshit you? Go watch everybody else. They make money off your views. I make money off getting you results. When you get results, I get results. You understand? It's a different business model. People come in and they want to be popular on YouTube. Get a lot of views, get a lot of perks. I don't care if we have 5 people in here. If I could help those 5 people, when they get results, I get paid. You get what I'm saying? Because what happens when they get results, they go in and tell other people, hey man, I got a job because of this guy, right? For every one person that comes to CodingPhase and gets success, right? I literally get 20 other people that come to the platform. So that's how I make my money. I don't make my money by creating content that's entertaining or, getting views, right? Or trying to like be like, hey guys, let me sell you a dream. How to get the $200,000 job with 1 month of experience. That's cap. You get what I'm saying? That's cap. All right? I'm capping it, but I ain't capping it. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in here. Daniel says side hustles and YouTube. Let me see. Reading through here. Da-da-da. Vision must have here in line. Joe and I used to move that work back in the early 2000s. Listen, man, we ran off on the plug. Shout out to Lawrence D. Codes, man. Yes. Says, yep, two main problems. One, just get started, and two, no patience. Yeah, that's a lot of the problems that people be having. Donovan says, 10 years in the game, been following since 2017. Renee Dakota says, time does start now. Let me see. What up, fam? Thrive says, hey, man, I like your video from Rwanda. Hey, shout out to Rwanda. That's right next to Wakanda. You know what I mean? I'm just joking. I'm joking, man. Shout out to my people in Rwanda. Shout out to my people in South Africa. Shout out to my people in Ethiopia, Egypt, Morocco. You already know the squad in Nigeria. You know how we do. What's going on? What's popping? Shout out to my people in the motherland. You know me, shit. People come in here and they be like, yo, he gotta be from somewhere, right? He looked like one of my cousins in Zimbabwe. You know what I mean? He looked like one of my cousins in in South Africa. You know what I mean? Cape Town. Yeah, you know I'm mixed with something. You know what I mean? I'm mixed with something, right? Now, I'm Dominican, right? Got some Brazilian in my family. But, we basically black. You know what I mean? Like, there's black in us. You know what I mean? It's a mixture. It's a mixture between white and black, right? My mom white, my dad black. Shit, you know what I mean? I got the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? Got the sauce, got shit. We're not gonna go into details. What else I got? You know what I mean? Y'all should know by now. JGM Studios says AI is the future. Yes, AI is the future, and we're part of that. Okay, before it was very tutorial website you could think of. I'm just reading through here. Dan is I'm working on a project as we speak. Hey man, Continue working on your project, man. Yo, Joe, I've heard you mention your e-commerce journey before. Have you ever done drop shipping, or is there another e-commerce digital print? If so, what would you recommend in 2024 for e-commerce? So there's a lot of ways that you can make money with e-commerce. For people wondering what e-commerce is, it's basically just selling online, right? There's multiple ways that you can do it. You can help somebody sell their products, and you could do it with affiliate marketing. Like right now with AI, it's really, really good. You can go in and create some headless YouTube videos, right? And use AI, or even create an AI avatar of yourself. And then from there, write down the content that you want, right? Let's say it's a product that you're promoting, right? Um, for example, let's say ClickFunnels, right? Just a ClickFunnels, for example. ClickFunnels is $100 a month. It's a software to create landing pages. It's used by a lot of entrepreneurs. Guess what? You create a channel where you talk about everything about ClickFunnels, and then from there you could record them yourself or just create the content using ChatGPT and just answer all the questions, right? That people have. Create all those videos. It could be 1 minute video, it could be 5 minute video, 10 minute video, whatever it is, a 1 hour tutorial. Then at the bottom of the page, you go in and you put an affiliate link. Guess what? Every single month that people are signed up to ClickFunnels, they get paid $100, and you get paid $30 out of that $100. If you go in and you sign up 10 people that you, well, basically use your link from one of your videos or your website, your blog, your Instagram post, TikTok post, whatever, you basically make, let's say, $300 a month with just 10 people, without you owning anything, without you having to do support, without you having to do customer service, right? That's one way of making money with e-commerce in 2024 going to 2025. That's affiliate marketing. That's how I started, okay? When you guys come in here and y'all see me, all this stuff, one of the main reasons why I don't do the YouTube content that other people do is because I know the money is not in the views. The money is in solving people's problems. Now, when I came to YouTube, what I used to do was I would just help people out and give them links to either other courses or other programs that people might have, right? Guess what? If I have this knowledge, why wouldn't I do the work? So I went in and created my own products. So now, sorry guys, freaking scammers stay calling me. This shit get me pissed off. Yeah, because it'll be like a scam likely number. You know them scammers be calling. I don't know how they be getting your number, yo. Anyway, so again, so that's affiliate marketing. That's one way of making money. The next way is to create your own products. You can go in, create your own digital product. It could be a theme, could be a course, could be a PDF. It could be anything. It could be a hat. It could be a T-shirt. It could be something, whatever you want to sell. And you go in and create a store for it. Then you use social media to bring awareness to people that want that product. Like when you see me here on YouTube, I'm here not because I'm like, yo, I just want to show up to YouTube. I want to hang out with you guys. But at the same time, I'm here answering people's questions, helping people out, right? And that also lets those people know, guess what? This is the guy that I should, go and check out his service. I'm creating content, not content to get views, but content that attracts the audience that need my services. That's it. Guess what? When people go in and they click on the link in the description, they go to my channel or to my YouTube channel or to my website, they're going to find the products that we have and the services that we have. You can do the same thing, right? There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Now, there's also drop shipping where you're buying products, right, directly from, let's say, a supplier, right? Someone buys it from you, and then from there, you go in and do the order for them. So let's say the product costs $3. You sell it for $15, right? Automatically, it gets shipped from China directly to the person's house. You never even have to touch the inventory. And guess what? you could go in and do that. You could sell that type of product. The problem with that is that nowadays people are used to getting products in like a 2 day notice, right? Like 2 days, 3 days, maximum a week. If you selling a product and doing drop shipping and getting products from China, and they, people are receiving them here, a month later, yeah, you're gonna get bad reviews. You're gonna get a bunch of bad shit, and sometimes your products might get stuck on the way coming over here, and you might lose your money, right? And people just start doing refunds and a bunch of shit. So, drop shipping, it's good, or it was good before, but you need money for that. Like, I'm being honest, unless you have like a big following, you need money for that. You can't get into drop shipping without money, because the way how you sell products is through advertisement. Again, remember, the product costs $3, but you selling it for 15, but it's costing you $7 to run advertisement on Facebook, TikTok, and Google ads. So technically, you're really making $5. You get what I'm saying? So where that money's gonna come from, right? This is why I tell people, like, where that money's gonna come from. You need $10 to, or sorry, $7 to be able to sell the product through advertisement. So if you don't have that money, you don't have a credit card, you don't have like a really good credit where you could go in and start pulling up, at least 10,000, so you could get off, get your business off the ground. Drop shipping might not be the way for you. Same thing with Amazon and things like that. Like, you need money for that shit, This is why, for me, I always tell people, again, even with web development, right? This is the best way for you to make income. And once you have the capital, have the money, right, the cash, then now you have the opportunity to jump into a bunch of other shit. But if you don't have money, to be honest with you, it's very hard to make money. Sometimes people come in here and say, how to make money online without no investment. It's bullshit. Every single thing that you can actually really make money takes money to make. And if you don't have money, guess what? You can't get access to it, right? That's just how it is. People say the rich get richer. No, the rich don't get richer just because. The rich get richer because they have the capital, so when the opportunities comes to them, they could take advantage of that. It's like right now, Bitcoin is about to hit 100,000. Let's say right now you had, $50,000 in, a few months ago, you would have bought a Bitcoin for $50,000, $60,000. Guess what? You didn't. So now when this thing hits 100, 150, you missed out on the real gains on it, right? Now people might say, well, I could go in and purchase a Bitcoin or whatever, a fraction of a Bitcoin, and I still make a little something. That's still bullshit. Like, you going in, you spending $1,000, Bitcoin goes up, 10%, you make freaking $100. That's not life-changing money. I see a lot of people jumping into Bitcoin and all this shit, and they're like, man, I'm so excited. It's about to blow. It's like, bro, you got $1,000. Like, you got $1,000 in there. The people that's excited is the people that got 100,000, 200,000, and they got it when the shit was like $20,000, $30,000. So now they're about to leave with $500,000. When this shit touch 100, because they cashing out. Oh, when it touch 100, all the people, the retailers and all these people is gonna come in and be like, man, I want to get in. But what they don't know is that the people that bought it at 20, that bought it at 30, that's when they cashing out. It's a wealth transfer. You're coming in, but you're transferring your wealth to them because they came in early. You know what I'm saying? But you need capital, man. A lot of this things with e-commerce and anything that you go into, you need money. It's like, again, even somebody that comes in, how many people come here to this YouTube channel, and they hit me up and like, yo, Joe, man, I want you, to work with me. Joe, I need your help. Joe, I need you to come in and review my portfolio. Joe, I need you to come in and teach me this and that. Yo, can you help me get a job? And then they'll be like, yeah, but I don't got no money though. And then I'm like, bro, every service that I have costs me money. When I go in and I pay people to search for jobs for you, that costs me money. When I have to go in and pay for the emails that we sent you, that costs me money. The hosting of the videos, that costs me money. The editing of the videos, that costs me money. Every single thing costs money. So we can't give it to you for free. Even if I like you and I wish I could help you out, I can't, right? So anything in life, if you really want to make money and you want something that in a sense is more for sure than just trying some shit out of thin air, you're gonna have to invest. I've seen somebody, I don't want to say the name, but there was somebody that I was talking to, and they were like telling me, it's like, I broke it down pretty much. Like, we was having a conversation. For anybody that knows, you could go to codingphase.com, scroll to the bottom, and if you want to sign up to Coding Phase, right? Not to talk to me as a fan, as a friend. No, we could do that here on YouTube. But if you want to come in and you want me to talk to you directly and see your situation and see if you're going to benefit from signing up to CodingPhase, you could book a call right now. Go to codingphase.com, all the way at the bottom, click book a call, and we could talk. So this individual comes in, and he's like, okay, he tells me his situation, da da da, and I'm breaking down all the things that we're gonna do for them, right, and how we're gonna help them, right. And I explained to him, your only investment is really just paying for the 6 months or the yearly subscription. You're gonna have access to all the courses. You're gonna have access to everything, right? Right now it's 50% off, so you're talking about $187. That's the price of a sneaker. You go right now to go buy some new Jordans, it costs you up to $200 to buy new Jordans. If you go in and you buy a Jordan that is like, or sneakers, let's say Nike, just running shoes, it's $120 just for some running shoes that you're probably gonna use maybe 2 months out of the year. We're giving you 6 months for 187, right? That's what I told them. This dude is telling me, okay, cool, that seems reasonable. And then I tell him, you know, he asked me, is there anything else that I will have to have to buy after this? And I'm like, well, if you already have a computer, right, you should be fine. Okay. From there, the most that you're gonna have to spend is most likely $15 for your domain, which is your .com, your .net, whatever you decide to put. Let's say johnsmith.com, because you need one to look professional. You can't show up to a job with, here's my john.githubpages.com. That shit looks corny. That shit, I could tell you just came from free code camp. You know what I'm saying? So you want to look professional. You want to have a domain. You want to have hosting. Now you could use Vercel, which is free. Sometimes if you have an application like on PHP or things like that, like with a backend, other than Node.js, you're gonna have to go in and pay for a hosting. That could cost you maybe $50, $60 a year, or even less if you go to not Namecheap. There's another company that does it super cheap, where you spend like $3 a month. So I told them, hey, you need a domain. At the most, you're going to get free hosting. If you do hosting for your web applications, for PHP, you're going to pay, $30. And the guy goes in, well, man, this is above my budget. Man, I didn't know you have to buy for a website. I'm like, I'm trying to, like, because sometimes I'll be thinking in my head, I just be scratching my head like this. And I'm like thinking, how do these people, right? And I'm going to talk to some of you guys, right? Because this is going to hit home. How do you guys expect to make thousands and thousands of dollars, right? And you are not willing to invest in yourself $200, $300. How can you not invest in yourself $50 to have a real website, fast hosting? Like, I understand when you just don't got it. You dead broke. You like, shit, I'm Joe, right now, I'm stealing Wi-Fi. That's how broke I am. If you at that point, I get it. Do the best that you can. But what you should do also is try to find yourself a regular job. Try to do some extra work, because you're gonna need money to be able to do anything. If you want to have reliable internet, right? If you want to have a good computer so your workload it could be easier, you're gonna have to invest in yourself. If you want hosting, domains, all of this shit comes with expenses. Having a cell phone that when people call you, your phone is not disconnecting. You're gonna have to pay for those things. You get what I'm saying? You cannot expect to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, right, in a new career and be like, man, $300. That's the top. That shit. I'm not spending $1. Guess what? This is why you see some of these motherfuckers that be out here that never get a job. They never do anything, and then you be like, man, but what do you try to do? Well, I try to do everything open source. I try to get a free hosting. I'm on YouTube 6, 7, 8 hours. I'm like, yo, but how many jobs have you gotten? Man, I haven't been working for a year and a half, but shit, I'm doing everything that I can. It's like, motherfucker, you could have been working with $200. All you needed was to help somebody hold your hand. All you needed was to look like a professional, that you're willing to invest in yourself. You know, it's like, think about it like an interview. When you go to an interview and you show up with a ripped up shirt, right? A coffee stain on your shirt, right? Wrinkled pants. You have shoes that are black but look gray because it's all scuffed up and all beat up. What makes you think that a company that's willing to pay you 100-something thousand, 80,000, $70,000 is gonna take the risk to hire you when you look like a bum? And all of those little things were little things that you could have went in and invested in yourself. There's motherfuckers that don't even go in and get a shape up for an interview. That's $20. Get a nice little lineup. You're going to present yourself in front of people. You're gonna go to a interview. You want to look like $1,000,000. Money attracts money. That's just how it is. You gotta invest yourself. You can't be out here like the type of person that I'm gonna go the free route for everything. I'm trapping on on a torrent. I'm trapping out the bandwidth. I'm stealing Wi-Fi. I'm just on YouTube. I'm fucking downloading fucking torrented courses. You're not even getting support. You're not even getting you get stuck somewhere. You don't even get to get no help. You don't get nothing. It's like, yeah, this is why you're where you're at. You can't game the system. This is how this shit works. If you want to make money, it's gonna take money. That's just how life is. Doesn't matter if it's in e-commerce. Doesn't matter if it's development. That's just how it is. Can some people do it 100% for free? Yes, but 97% of you guys are not gonna be able to do it 100% for free. Y'all don't have the bandwidth, the work ethic that's gonna take for you to do this shit 100% for free. Like, there's motherfuckers that go so hard and they still can't get in because they never invested $1. Like, you don't have $10 to buy a domain for yourself? Yeah, at this point, you a bum. Like, straight up. You're treating yourself like you're homeless, and you're not. You can't try to skip everything and be like, yo, let me see how I could get a free domain. Y'all remember there used to be a website like free.nl? No, it was a domain called .nl or some shit like that. Or .tk back in the days. Those of you guys that have been around, y'all know what I'm talking about. .tk, right? You will go to get that domain. Then from there, you will go to Heroku, when Heroku was free, right? .tk, let's say your name was johnsmith.tk. That domain only worked on certain hours, right? Imagine the domain is free, but the domain, you only get it for certain hours, right? So like, let's say if it's like in the Netherlands or some shit like that, and their servers is up, you get to have a domain. Then from there, motherfuckers will have their hosting on Heroku. Heroku will take 30 seconds to spin up the server and turn on the server of whatever application you wanted to use. Because they shut it down. If nobody using the app or seeing the website, they just shut that shit down. So now if you apply to a company and you send them, hey, go to johnsmith.tk, that website takes 1.5 minutes to turn on. You think people are going to wait 1.5 minutes? And you do all that shit to save yourself $10. And then you wonder, why nobody call me for an interview? Motherfucker, you didn't even spend $10 on yourself. Your website's loading up mass slow, is on a share hosting that they turn it on whenever the hell they want to turn it on. You got a free domain that only works from fucking 12 p.m. fucking Eastern time to 6 p.m. Eastern time. God forbid somebody looked at your portfolio at 9 o'clock in the morning. You get what I'm saying? That domain don't work. Trust me, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I know all that shit. I know all the fucking schemes, all the free routes. I know all that shit. I used to be one of those fucking people, man. Till I realized, I'm like, yo, it's taking me longer to get results. And I said, all right, cool. I'm just gonna see and find the right person and then pay for it. And yes, you are gonna find scammers and fucking schemers and people that fucking sell you a dream. That's part of the game. Believe it or not. You just gotta go in and make sure you vet it, right? Sometimes somebody comes in and shows you a Lamborghini and says, hey, I got a Lamborghini. It's like right now, you come in and you see me, you're like, can I believe this fucking guy? This guy, he has a pool in the back. He has a big house and he's fine, right? But shit, can I believe on this fucking guy? Can I really trust this guy, right? All you have to do is vet it. Ask the people that's in here. Ask people that have came to CodingPhase. That's it. That's what you have to do. Like, oh shit, this guy does help people out. This shit is legit. Now, if I come in, right? And I come where I'm like, hey guys, I got a big ass chain. Hey guys, I got a Lamborghini right here. Da da da. Here we are right here in the condos in Miami with skyscrapers everywhere. I'm eating granola. I got a fucking French poodle, right? I got a fucking pool on the fucking top of the fucking building. And I'm like, hey guys, come through. You already know this is CodingPhase.com. You want to become a $200,000 developer, you got to come here, this, and that. Here's my Lamborghini. And you ever seen this? This is a guy on Instagram. I don't want to say his name, right? This guy's a goofy, right? Some of you guys might know him, right? This guy, he goes in and he talks about how you should be in the tech industry. You should get into tech sales. You should get into a boot camp and this, and that. Mind you, the way how he makes money is literally getting you to sign up to the boot camps. If the boot camp costs fucking $20,000, he gets paid $3,000 to $4,000 for every time that one of you guys sign up to the boot camp. And he goes in, and you'll see him with the Louis this and that, the this and that, and in the back of the shit, you'll see him with a Lamborghini logo on the seat. You'll see the Rolls Royce logo on the seat, and he's not even. This how you know motherfuckers is like they know how to psychologically fuck people over, that they'll go in and be like he don't even sit properly on his seat. Cause if you know how many times I've been in fucking Lamborghinis, I don't even fucking post that shit. You know how many times I've been on fucking Rolls Royces? I don't even post that shit. Right? I got my fucking Benz and fucking the big GLS. I barely posted that shit. Right? This motherfucker's like this, breaking his neck so people can see the logo. There's a Rolls Royce, there's a Lamborghini. That shit's goofy. Right? But people come in and sell you that dream. When you see that shit, automatically he's like, all right, bro, we know what you're doing. Because if you got it, you don't have to be flaunting it. You just a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that over time I learned. And I'm so glad that I never took that route. Right? Because it's like, not only does it attract the wrong type of audience, right? But also, too, you're not really giving them value, right? I don't believe in showing off in front of people. I believe in showing off, the things about your family, right? Because this is the things that most regular folks care about. Like here, like this is my flex. Yeah, I got a big ass house. Yeah, I got a pool in the back. Yeah, I got a fucking couple of cars. But my biggest flex is I got 4 kids. I got a beautiful wife, right? All my kids are beautiful and smart, right? Handsome, right? Fucking legit. They don't miss nothing, right? Whatever we want, we could get. Whatever they want, they could get. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest flex. It's my family, that my family's good. You know what I'm saying? That's how, that's what people mostly care about. How can I live comfortably, right? How can I go in and live good instead of like showing off shit? Is like, that shit's goofy. You know how many people I know that really got bread and don't even be fucking showing it off? Shout out to my boy, Will Motivation. Will Motivation got like 4 5 Lamborghinis, 2 Ferraris. But what he focuses on the most is showing, hey man, I came in as a software engineer, shit, and that's how how he came into the game. Created a web application for his university, and then from there kept on moving on up, building real estate. He made his money. Now when he goes in, he's not using his fucking cars. You don't see a Will Motivation like this breaking his neck to show the Lamborghini logo. That's goofy. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful out there when you see some of this fucking people. Let me see, read through here. Uh, Renee says, I finally got my girl to join the CodingPhase family. Hey, there you go. That's how you do it. That's another thing too. If you can go in and put your significant other in the same path as you, bro, you're gonna kill it. Because I could tell you like this: 2 people working in a household is better than one. Now, when you go in and y'all both work towards the same goals and y'all in the same industry, y'all both can help each other out. And also, too, you can go in and set up plans for each other, right? Where you might say, you know what, if we really gonna be together for the long haul, hey, how about you run a traditional IRA so we could save some money in the taxes because we're married, and we could save some money on that. And then you know what? I'm also gonna go in and run the Roth IRA, and I'm gonna max it out. So now y'all both have a plan that's working for both of you guys together. Hey, can we set up an LLC together? Now we could go in, whatever she buys for, like, let's say a phone, a camera, a computer, right? Shit, maybe a car that you might be able to use. Y'all could now go in and put that car together, right? Maybe y'all want to go in and open up a business, right? Y'all can both now have a good income where now if one of you guys making 80, $90,000, the other one's making 80, $90,000, now it's $180,000 combined income in a household. Guess what? Now you're talking about $300,000, $400,000 loans that you can afford. You get what I'm saying? Y'all want to buy a property? Shit, now you could buy the house that you're supposed to get. If it's just one person, you're getting whatever you're able to get by yourself. But if y'all both working together, shit, now the real lifestyle comes through. You get what I'm saying? Shit, hey, I got this vacation, you got the next vacation. You get what I'm saying? Now that's how you move. So congrats on that, Renee. Gotta put them chicks to work, man. Yeah, and put them in the right path. You put them in the right path so they could get a bag too. And they could be independent. I'm pretty sure she's already independent, but with this, it's a different flow, man. It's a different type of money. And you'll be surprised, man. It kind of, now I'm not gonna say it's fucked up, but shit, I've seen girls get more opportunities than guys. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on, right? But shit, you could be getting 85, 90,000, and somehow your girl goes to the right company, gave the right smile, right? Somebody say, "Oh, she's a good employee, da da da," and she making 120, and y'all both doing the same job. So you might as well put her in, right? Let her make that bread, as long as that shit comes home, you know. But of course, one thing that I would say is, if she's worth it, right? If she's worth it. If I tell you like this, guys, if you don't see no future with somebody, don't put them onto shit. Like, this sounds fucked up. Fuck them. If you know, like, yo, it's a trifling person, like they're cheating or you don't see no future with them, don't even put them on. You be like, all right, like, we just here for the moment, but when I leave here, you leave, you gonna be fucked up. I'm not putting you onto shit. Like, that's just me. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to put you up and then you go in and bowl out with the next guy. Nah, we not doing that. Not around here. You know what I mean? If it's the right one, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you build your business. I'm gonna help you put yourself out there. If you already could see certain type of bad habits from you, yeah, nah, I'm not putting you onto shit. Yeah, but how do you make money? Don't worry about it. I'll make money. You figure it out your own way. you're a fucking headache. I'm not putting you on so you could bowl out with the next guy. Nah. Let me see. Reading through here. Rahan Shah, you teach mainly Next.js and React? No, no, no. We have Next.js and React courses in there, but that's not the pipeline that I put you on, right? I go in and help you out with getting your first job. That's a content editor, email developer, Shopify developer. Once you go and have that, then we go in and we go into front-end development. We learn more about React, right? We also going to be doing a lot of Vue.js, right? Sounds crazy that I'm saying this, but yes, we're going into Vue.js. And then the backend, we focus on PHP, Laravel, okay? Now, there are courses on Next.js. There are courses on React. If you want to take those, you take those, right? They're available to you for a reason. But the pipeline that I put people on is to become basically a full stack developer, master web development, and like just focus on being independent. Next.js and all of this other stuff that's in the Node.js ecosystem, a lot of times, like I always say here, it's very hard for people to get jobs. So I get paid from getting people jobs. I don't want somebody coming into CodingPhase and spending 2 years at CodingPhase and be like, damn, I went to CodingPhase, I didn't get a job for 2 years. Nah, that's a L for me. So what I do is I look at what the industry has and what is the best way for them to get hired, right? So that's the stack that we use. Tonio says, I remember. Shout out to my boy Tonio. My boy Tonio's in here. He's a designer. He actually worked with me. You know, for those of you guys that be like, did this guy ever work somewhere? Ask my fucking coworkers. Like, shout out to Tonio that's in here. He's like, yo, I remember you wearing a suit for that interview. Yeah, because I like to look good. When I go to an interview, I look professional. It's Joseph. You know, when you see me out here, this is Joe. You know what I mean? Joe with a hoodie on, you know what I mean? On the train station or something, that's a scary sight for you. You know what I mean? But when you see me in the office, it's Joseph. You know what I mean? Joseph with the suit, Joseph with the button down, Joseph with the little, fucking lumberjack hipster fucking look. It's a whole different wave. You know? The office Joe, y'all get a different experience. Shit. That Joe smells a little different. That Joe smells like a Ralph Lauren polo. You know what I mean? This Joe might come through smelling like Bud. Like, nah, I'm joking, man. Yeah, man. Like, yo, this Joe smells like sour diesel. Like you just opened up a sour diesel pack. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Tonio, man. Yo, shit is. Yo, we need to get back working together, bro. I miss that shit. There's days I kind of miss working fucking at companies, not for the pay, not for anything. It's just when you find like a cool co-worker, like my boy Angel, aka Tonio, go follow him. It's like that shit makes your day. Like I used to love going to. We used to work at an agency called Cat's Eye in Astoria, Queens, and we used to go in there, right? And it will be me, right? As a developer, there was another guy in fucking Costa Rica that was a remote developer. There was this girl called Sana, Dake Sana, you know. She had her little ups and downs and stuff. There was pros and cons about her, you know what I mean? But Shorty was thick. And then there was Sonia, the owner of the spot, the agency, right? Angel will come in, create amazing designs. Like, that's one of the best designers that I've worked with, to be honest with you. That dude is legit. Go follow him. But yeah, we will be in there, boom. And it was just cool. It was a cool environment. Like, I've worked from everything from corporate to like a real low-key agency. I worked with startups, right? And stuff like that. So it's been a roller coaster. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of ups and downs. How you guys doing? Everything good? Good. So yeah, man. So yeah, working with Angel was amazing, to be honest with you. That dude was pretty freaking legit. Let me see. Lawrence D. Coles getting VS Code off LimeWire. Word. This game VS Code off LimeWire, like, that's crazy. Getting cursor on a fucking VPN type shit, like, yo, connecting, stealing fucking API tokens and shit. Let me see. Brandon, because I used to use Heroku, but I couldn't host my portfolio in the free version, so of course I had to pony up and pay for a dyno. Yeah, man. Let me see. Ashley Biden's, I don't know. Build that stable. Your Doc says your first rapper front end developer. Oh my god. Let me see. Code Clown says, question: is it possible to own a company for another company and work for another company? Yeah, of course. You just don't have to tell nobody your business. If you're working at a company, you don't go in and tell other people, hey man, I got my own company. Don't ever do that, because there's nothing but haters and snitches and rats in offices. Let me see. Which big tech has the most interesting front end interviews? Your opinion? Yeah, my client right now is banking on drop shipping, and I manage his site. It's easy. He got the money. That's what it is. Yeah. Shout out to DJ Super. Jose Martinez, what's going on? Lawrence says, oh, he just landed in Jacksonville. Oh, shoot. Remember, November 14, we got to link up, bro. Daniel says, when does it end the Self for Your Mentorship? It's by December 1st. So go ahead if you've been wanting to sign up to CodingPhase.com. You got to do it now. You know, again, it's an early Black Friday sale, so you could go in and sign up now. But by December 1st, it's a wrap. That's it. You know, but take advantage. I'm telling you guys right now, you're not gonna regret it. Okay. Lawrence D. Cole says, my first portfolio was half CodingPhase, half Traversing Media. Can't go wrong with those. Word. Shout out to Lawrence Coles, man. Lawrence D. Coles. That's my man's right there. We linking up. I can't wait. He coming down to Tampa. We linking up. It's gonna be cool. I think we gotta create mad content, Lawrence. Straight up. When you come down here, we gotta do a bunch of videos. At least I don't know how long you're gonna be here, but shit, we gotta do at least an interview, bro. Interview, and then do at least a couple of little TikToks and 1 minute videos, you know what I mean? Why not? Shit. Make a year's worth of content. It's like, damn, how long Lauren's been in Florida? It's like, yo, that shit got recorded a year ago, man. And we just been cranking that shit out. Just 1 minute video every week. Anyways, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here. It's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Like I said, guys, go to CodingPhase.com. Get your 50% off. Limited time only. I'm going to be dropping a couple of videos later on today, so definitely go check that out. And, yeah, see you guys later. All right, guys? Take care, man. Peace.